Hello folks, I got a great recipe today. It's a beautiful and wonderful and tasty burrito. It's a rice and turkey burrito. I use jasmine rice along with 93% lean turkey, and I felt like this recipe was budget friendly, perfect for meal planning, and on the healthier side too. I hope you give it a try, and I think you like it. As always, the recipe, the ingredients, and the instructions will be on the comments. Let's get going, folks. I really appreciate you being here. Let's go. All right, here we go, folks. Here's our ingredients for the turkey and jasmine rice power burritos. No avocados. Gonna be about 5 burritos, maybe 4, probably 5. All right, we're gonna do 1.5 cups of jasmine rice. That's 1.5 cup of jasmine rice before it's been cooked, cleaned. And then we wanna go ahead and do 1.5 pounds of turkey. I'm doing the 93% lean or higher. I'm doing 93%. Then 2 tablespoons of olive oil, beautiful olive oil. Then we're going to do 1 medium onion diced. I used a white onion this time. And then 1 cup of mushrooms chopped. Then we're going to do 2 cups of, some people may use kale, I'm using spinach. And then we're going to do 2 cloves, garlic. Love the garlic, good and healthy for you. 1.5 teaspoons of cumin. There's our cumin. 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. I don't have smoke right now, so I'm doing paprika. I forgot to get some at the store. In fact, I thought I had some in an extra bottle, but I did not. So I have some next week, if I don't forget. 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder, right over there. Beautiful chili powder, it's optional. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Right there, black pepper. My other black pepper ran out, so I had to get some more. I didn't do an ingredient run this week. Then some salt. 1/4 teaspoon or less to taste. And then 1.5 cups of salsa. Right there. I'm using Herdez chunky salsa. And then 5 whole wheat or sprouted grain tortillas, 10 inches. I do an extreme wellness, gluten-free, made with avocado oil, no seed oils, right here. Nice. And then optional, which I'm not doing, is 1/2 cup of plain Greek or yogurt or little drizzle of hummus inside a burrito. Actually, I got some hummus. I do like the hummus. All right, folks, so what we're gonna do is first cook the rice. And while the rice is cooking, we're going to cook the turkey. Heat olive oil in a large pan, medium heat. Add onions and garlic. And heat oil and okay, we're gonna cook the turkey fillings. First, we're gonna heat the oil in a large pan over medium heat. Then we're going to add the onion and garlics and let it soften for about 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes. And then we're gonna add mushrooms, another 3 minutes. Then we're gonna stir in the ground turkey. Ooh. And that should be, we wanna cook that and spoon it around until it's browned, about 6 to 7 minutes. Season it with cumin, paprika, and chili powder, salt, and pepper. Add the, then we're gonna add some people do the kale, I'm gonna do the spinach. Break apart with a spoon and cook until let's see here. Then we're gonna, until wilted, until it's nice and soft. And then we're gonna assemble the burritos. I recommend probably heating in the microwave. I do about 10 seconds per burrito wrap, and that gets it nice and soft. And then we're going to add a 3/4 cup of jasmine rice, 1 cup of turkey veggie mix, and 3 tablespoons of salsa to each tortilla. And then optional will be the Greek yogurt or hummus for creaminess. Fold, and then we meal prep it. But I'm probably gonna go ahead and put the hummus on first. This is what I'm gonna do. All right, folks, let's get the jasmine rice cooking. Let's go. Here we go, folks. We're gonna add in the onions and the garlic. And we're going to set the timer for 3 to 4 minutes. After which we're gonna put in a cup of chopped mushrooms. Let's go 3 minutes and start. We're gonna toss it around. Nice, and aroma's going. Till I started cooking more, or started cooking really, I didn't realize how much used onions in a lot of these recipes and garlic. So I got one of my goals kind of moving forward is to really improve my chopping skills of my onions. As you see, some of them are consistent, some of them aren't too consistent. I like to have a nice, consistent chopping, and that's so important. But I just don't know how to do the proper techniques for chopping the onion. So I'm gonna learn that. Probably go to University of YouTube and find out. The garlic, I started off using it with a knife and mincing it that way. But now I have a little mincer, and it's a little bit faster. Maybe not as efficient. I think we lose some ingredients, but I got a little bit extra larger clove today to offset for that there. That's one of the things I do enjoy about the cooking is there's always something to learn. I was learning, and I got to refresh my mind on it, the differences between the yellow, red, and white onions and sweet onions. And then I'm also intrigued with the differences in the salts, the pink salt, the sea salt, the table salt, and all the different types of salts. And I was having my scallops the other night that I made, and I realized it was kind of spicy. And I think one of the things that made it spicy, which I didn't think of, was the extra pepper I like to put in there, black pepper. So I'm learning about what makes things happen and different effects of things. So it's been a fun process. I really enjoyed the cooking. And then while doing the cooking, I've been doing this YouTube, learning the YouTube as well. So it's a blessing and it's fun. All right, folks, we're going to be adding in about 34 seconds the mushrooms. And how long we're going to keep the mushrooms in? 1 second. Let me go get my instructions. All right, and the mushrooms going to be for another 3 minutes. After I put that in. This week I'm going to be trying a new evening shake, which I haven't done before. So I'm pretty excited about trying the shake. And this one's going to have the tea that makes you tired, and it has the beets, and it has some orange juice, and I'm kind of looking at a banana, so I'm looking forward to it. All right, gonna toss this around for a little bit more, and then we add in the turkey, the 1/2 pounds of turkey. Let's go, folks. All right, so we're adding in the turkey, and we're breaking it apart, and it's going to be about 6 to 7 minutes. I'm going to do the 7 minutes to ensure the turkey's nice and brown. All right, folks, I'll be back. We're gonna add in the seasonings. Let's go, folks. Here we go, folks. We're adding in the spinach, baby spinach, but you could add in the kale if you wanted to. We're gonna add in half a teaspoon of chili powder, and we're gonna be doing 1.5 teaspoons of cumin. Here's the first teaspoon, and then the second teaspoon. And we'll just pour it in there. Doing low on cumin as well. And then we're going to do the paprika, and we're going to be doing smoked paprika, and it's going to be 1 teaspoon. There we go. Look at those beautiful colors. And then we're going to add in to taste some salt, and I already added in the pepper. And we're going to get this until it's nice and wilted and seasoning stirred around. And it's going to be probably taking another minute or so. So at this point, I'm going to start forming a burrito. I'm going to get this out, put it in the bowl, and start divvying up the burritos. All right, folks, let's go. All right, folks, I'm gonna give this attempt at the rolling of the burrito. I noticed after my first couple of tries that they went ahead and, for this 10-inch tortilla, I think they recommended a little bit too much rice and turkey. So I'm doing a little bit less than half a cup of rice. And then about half a cup of the turkey. And then instead of the 3 tablespoons of salsa, I'm doing 1 tablespoon. All right, I'm still working on my burrito rolling skills, but here we go. Gonna fold it in, and then we're gonna roll it up. Make certain those things are stay tucked in. And then ideally what I would do would be to go ahead and heat it in the skillet like that. It's not perfect, but it's getting better than when I first started. That's the awesome thing about cooking and burritos and doing cooking in general. The more you practice, the better you get at it, and the more you explore different things. I appreciate you watching. And as always, the recipe, the ingredients, and the instructions will be in the comments. And if you got any value from this recipe or the video, please consider liking and subscribing. It does a lot for my small channel. Until next time, believe in yourself, get cooking, and let's go!